Hello guys, this is the story of when I had the most frightening news I could ever have. My name is John. I was 18 at the time, just got out of high school. I was so happy those days. I received a letter saying that I got accepted into Arizona University. My mom just got a new job as an officer patrolling the streets of Arizona. Yes, we were thriving, alright. Although I felt happy for her, I also couldn't deny the glimpse of worry I had because she was assigned an area that is well known for being violent. Fortunately, my mom, Frida, was also assigned with a partner who was fairly familiar with the area. Everything changed when the whole world became crazy. At first, I thought I had a nightmare, something right out of a horror movie. But everything is real. Quite so, in fact. There is a virus in the world. Just when the year started, experts say it will likely take the lives of hundreds of thousands. Economy has been virtually shut down, which meant that businesses around my area are being closed. A lot of people are out of the job, so you can imagine how the delinquency rate has gone up. I was talking to some friends I made during the early months of my education at Arizona University. This whole situation is fucked up, bro, Steven, one of my friends, said. Who knows when classes will be back up? I know, right? I said. This whole situation blows. At the time, I considered kind of lucky because my mom still had her job patrolling the streets of Arizona. Me, on the other hand, made some money by selling t-shirts online. Yeah, I said, we're gonna make it. One day, I went to bed earlier. It was 1:45 in the morning when my smartphone began ringing. I woke up and realized that the phone call was from my mother's work. I immediately felt frightened because my mom always remembered me that if I ever received a phone call from her work, to be strong and do what they tell me to do. I answered the phone. Said, hello? Hi, is this Frida's son, John? Yes, I said, on a frantic voice. I am so sorry for the news I'm about to give you, but Frida's unit got intercepted. According to reports on the area she and her partner were patrolling, some trespassers were looting a few businesses that shut their doors when the outbreak started. The last thing we know is that there was an exchange of gunshots. We lost communication with them. A few units went to that area, along with an ambulance and paramedics. So what I need from you is to go to the hospital address I'm about to give you and check on your mother. Please be strong. We don't know in what conditions your mother is in. My heart was racing. I was taking in all the information. It was poured into me. This is something I don't wish to the worst of my enemies in the world. I called an Uber, and in about 30 minutes I arrived to the hospital. I was breathing heavily all the time, thinking what happened to my mother. What would I do without her? You see, my mom and I are the only ones in the family. What would I do? When I checked in, I gave my ID and information to the receptionist. She told me to wait at the waiting area and that the doctor in charge will come out and tell me what I needed to know. A few minutes went by, which felt like hours, and a doctor approached me. "Hi," he said. "Is this John?" "Yes," I said. "Please, doctor, tell me what happened to my mother." The doctor, on his late 60s, looked very serious and worn, probably because of all the stress that entitles being a doctor. "Your mother was shot on her chest, but we managed to remove the bullet. Fortunately, there were no organs compromised. She's expected to make a full recovery. You can see her in a few hours. For now, let her rest. You should do the same." I had no words to describe how I felt at the moment. It was as if a heavy burden just lifted. After a few hours, I went to see my mom, and I was relieved she was eating some of her hospital breakfast. "Hi, Mom," I said. "I was so worried about you." "Hi, son." We hugged, and after some time, she told me what happened. Apparently, some looters were carrying guns at some of the wealthiest jewelry shops that were closed. When my mom and her partner caught them in the act, they began to open fire. My mom told me that her partner was killed in front of her. I felt sad because I was friends with him. They will patrol more heavily that area and bring the responsibles of this mess to justice. I hope they catch those fuckers. Some time passed already, and my mom asked to be reassigned to another area, hopefully one with not much violence. Be careful out there, guys. Be safe, because you never know what will happen.